On Saturday, October 11th, we have Venus in Virgo opposing Saturn retrograde in Pisces. So today might be a hard day for relationships and connections because we have Venus in Virgo, which Venus is not necessarily happy in Virgo. She's in fall in Virgo. And then we have Saturn in Pisces, and Venus is actually exalted in Pisces. So she does receive Saturn. However, this relationship is one where Venus has to acknowledge she can't have everything. We must have limitations. We must have boundaries. We must lay them down so that our boundaries are respected. So today can be a day where you finally have to acknowledge you've got to put up some boundaries. You have to say no to things that maybe are fun. Maybe they bring you joy. Maybe they bring you abundance in some way, but they're not necessarily adding value to your life. And it's important to recognize that limitation and say, I need to say enough is enough. So as Venus is meeting Saturn today, really acknowledge, where do you just overindulge? Where do you need to lay down some boundaries? Because you've noticed perhaps even in the past that these boundaries needed to be set and perhaps you did not set them. But now that you have a better understanding of what you value and what has meaning in your life, it ought to be a little easier at least to say, I don't need all of this excess because it doesn't actually add value to my life and I don't cherish it like I cherish these things. So keep that in mind today. Like I said, it can be a trickier day, but just have that in your awareness so that it can be a little bit easier. If you'd like to schedule a personal reading, you can contact me at 11kaivarose33.com.